Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you have seen some of my previous videos this year, you would know that I've been doing quite a bit of traveling in the year of 2025. So starting off just with in January alone, I spent a week in Jacksonville, Florida, I spent a weekend in New York City, and then I spent a week in Barcelona, Spain. So even at the beginning of the year, I was just very go, go, go with the traveling. And obviously I still want to keep traveling as the year goes on. I mean, I have a trip to Belize in May, which I plan on vlogging, and a trip to Costa Rica in June. And after that, I have no clue where I want to go to next, but there are definitely a couple places that are on like my ultimate travel bucket list, and I thought I would go ahead and share those places with you guys. The first place I really want to go to is Lisbon, Portugal, and I'm gonna be completely honest, it's kind of embarrassing, but one of the main reasons that I kind of discovered Lisbon, Portugal, and kind of decided that I wanted to go there is that is where they filmed the final after movie, After Everything. It's where he goes off and like finds the girl or whatever that he did something to previously and makes amends with her. So throughout that movie, they filmed there, and obviously everything looks super pretty, and I just like all the historical buildings that are in Lisbon, Portugal. Especially they have the Lisbon Cathedral, which I think looks super gorgeous, and I really would like to see that in person one day. So that's definitely like the first place on my bucket list. Like, I definitely want to go there at least sometime in the near future. The next place that I would really like to go to is Budapest, Hungary, and a big reason I want to go there is my parents went there last summer when they did their big Europe trip, and I got to see all of the pictures that they took from their trip. And there's just a lot of interesting places like the Parliament building, the Chain Bridge, and everything just looks so interesting there. And obviously the architecture too is a big reason I choose to go places. I like to go see the different architecture, and there's definitely that in Budapest. And there's also a lot of like statues and historical elements as well. Then I would also like to go to Amsterdam, which obviously the cultural significance and historical significance of Amsterdam is insane. You have the Anne Frank house there, which is a big reason I would love to go there. And you also have the floating flower market, as well as the Adam swing, and everything just looks so interesting there. And I like seeing all the photos and videos that people take when they go to Amsterdam, so it definitely has me wanting to go. Next is Athens, Greece, and I want to go there because they have a lot of historically significant buildings and architecture there. You have the Parthenon and the Acropolis, and obviously I want to go places where I can also learn a lot about the history and learn a bunch of new things. And my parents are also going to Greece this summer, so I definitely would like to go at some point because I know I'm gonna get very jealous of all the pictures that they take on their trip to Greece. So that's another reason I really want to go to Athens, Greece. Next is Petra, Jordan, and if you don't know anything about Petra, Jordan, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it also is the inspiration for Arabian Nights. And it's also, so the significance of it is it's basically a temple built into the like canyon mountain side, and I think it just looks really incredible. And obviously one of my big goals is I want to see all 7 wonders of the world by the time I'm 30, so that's definitely another reason I want to go there. And I've just seen the photos, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And you know, you have the entrance to it, then you have the treasury. Everything is just so gorgeous about Petra, Jordan, and that's why I want to go. And then another place I want to go to is Tokyo, Japan. I think just the cultural experience there would be so insane because it's so culturally different from what I'm used to. I mean, you have the Harajuku and all those different elements, and they live life just so differently than we do, I feel like. And just the culture is so different. And a couple places I really want to see if I ever go there is I hope I pronounce this right, but the Shibuya Crossing, which is the largest pedestrian intersection in the world. And they also have Tokyo Tower, which is one of the tallest buildings in the world. And they also have Team Lab Planets, which is a very interactive kind of museum. It's one of those interactive spaces, and I just think it would be so cool to go there. And obviously I see everyone's pictures, all the temples and everything that you get to see is just so incredible. Once again, architecture, all the different architectural elements and places really draws me in. Next is Osaka, Japan. And I'm going to be completely honest, the main reason I want to go there is they have a Universal Studios there, and I am such a theme park geek, and they even have Harry Potter World at their Universal Studios, and I would just love to see it because obviously I've seen like videos of the rides and it's all in Japanese. Like, You have Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and it's essentially the same ride, but in Japanese, and I think that would be so interesting to go experience. And then you also have the Umeda Sky Building, which is the floating garden observatory. I just think Japanese culture, they just put so many different interesting elements into everything. Like all their buildings are just so interesting in the culture, and I just really want to get to experience it. Then I would also like to go to Paris, France, and I've heard very like iffy kind of comments about it. I heard it can be kind of gross and the people are not very friendly, but there are some places that I really would like to see, like Versailles. I would love to see that. Just the elegance and just I don't even know how to describe it. Just the opulence of Versailles I would like to get to experience. And then also, I'm probably gonna sound so weird for saying this, but the catacombs. Because also something about me is I'm a horror genre geek. And I've seen a couple of the horror movies that are like based in the catacombs in France. And I would like to go experience that in person because you can do like tours and actually go into the catacombs and walk through them. And I think that would just be such an interesting, odd experience. Next is Cappadocia, Turkey. And one of the main things that got me interested in Cappadocia is I saw all of the pictures and the videos at the hot air balloon festivals, and just the videos and photography of it are just absolutely stunning. And I think, I don't know, I would just love to go. My main reason I would go there is for the hot air balloon ride. That's one of the main reasons I want to go to Turkey. Then there is Vietnam, and that has Halong Bay, and I just think that is one of the most gorgeous places I have ever seen in my life, like from photos and videos. It's just so stunning. And I don't know, there's just something about Vietnam too, the culture, that really draws me in. Like, I just want to go places where the culture is so different than what I'm used to and just kind of immerse myself in it for a week or two. I think that would be so much fun. That's why I like to travel. I like to get to experience all the different cultures, and I think Vietnamese culture is another one of those where it would be such a culture shock, but I want to experience it. And the last place I really want to go to is Thailand. And I think the beaches and just all the culture there is just so beautiful. And another reason I want to go there is a neighbor of mine growing up. He was actually worked for the FAA and lived in Bangkok, Thailand for a couple years during, I want to say it was the Vietnam conflict. And he ended up living there and negotiating air travel. So I heard all the stories. So that's a big reason I want to go to Thailand. I mean, Phuket and everything is just gorgeous. You know, you have the elephant sanctuaries, which I think is just so incredible. And I would love to go there. Like, that's always been like the top of my list is Thailand. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I did watch this new season of White Lotus, and that also kind of makes me want to go there too, just because the White Lotus. I think, I don't know, it's just me trying to like explain where I want to go places is honestly so hard, because I'm like, it's just pretty. I want to go experience new things, and that's 1000% why I want to go to these places. So I know I said the last place was the last place, but I also want to go to Brazil. Once again, with the whole kind of concept of wanting to see all the 7 wonders of the world, I want to go see Christ the Redeemer, Rio de Janeiro. And then there's also Iguazu Falls, which is definitely on my bucket list. I think it's just such a gorgeous piece of nature, and I really want to go there. So that is actually the last place on my ultimate travel bucket list. So these are all of the main places around the world that I really want to go to, and hopefully at some point in my life I do get the opportunity to go to these places. Obviously there's other places I'm gonna go to as well, but these are just the ones that I can think of that are like at the top of my list, and I want to go to these places before all those other little places. So this is my ultimate travel bucket list. I mean, I already got one of those off of my list, which was Barcelona, Spain. For years I had wanted to go there, and I finally got to do that, and I didn't even know if I was ever going to get to do that, and I finally did. So obviously anything is possible, and hopefully it is possible that at some point in my life I get to go to all of these incredible places. So until next time, see you guys.